Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Audi TT Coupe, as well as learn about its features along the way. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2019 Audi TT Coupe is fun to drive, has loads of high-tech features, and simply makes you feel great. From its baby R8 style to its minimalist yet feature-rich interior, it's one of the best choices in a class of exceptional luxury sport coupe and convertibles. You'd do well to add it to your short list. The 2019 Audi TT Coupe isn't your best choice if it's practicality you're after. The coupe's rear seats are so tiny that they're pretty much useless, and the convertible doesn't have rear seating at all. Then again, most cars in this class lack practicality, and at least with the TT Coupe, you get a hatchback design for easier cargo loading. Overall, the TT more than makes up for any deficiencies with its capable performance and impeccable build quality. This is one of those rare luxury cars that make you feel as though you're getting more for your money. Since the 2019 Audi TT is only offered in one trim level, the big decision is whether to go with the coupe or convertible. Both are similarly equipped, so it's just a matter of which body style you prefer. To further bolster the TT's luxury appeal, add the optional technology package that comes with a Wi-Fi hotspot, navigation, premium audio, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the Audi TT Coupe, the 2019 Audi TT Coupe. I can't believe that I haven't built and priced this car already. If I haven't said it, the starting MSRP for the 2019 version is $44,900. We can see the palette of colors that the coupe comes in. The color that they're showing here is known as Ibis White. Then you have a Glacier White, which didn't really look much different. It's a little bit darker maybe. There's a Florid Silver. Maybe it has a little more silver in it. There's a Florid Silver. There's a Mythos Black. There's the Nano Gray, followed by a Cosmos Blue. And then you have a Tango Red. So you've got what? You've got 7 colors that you can get the 2019 Audi TT in. Let's check out the gallery, look at the photos, check out the images. We can see right below each image, they give us a little snippet of details. This one's saying that full LED headlights with user programmable daytime running light technology. They're showing the last year's model, though, for whatever reason. Here's a nice shot of the exterior. With a nice little wing there, a fixed wing, mind you, and the rear diffuser. Look at all the chunky body work and wow, that looks really, really nice. I've always liked the Audi TT. I remember the older ones when they first came out and they had that baseball glove leather interior. Do you remember that? Let me see if I can find a picture of that. I mean, you can see the stitching there. It really does look like a baseball glove around the edges there. Very cool. I've liked the Audi TT since the seats. Okay, let's move forward. Here they're showing the adaptive rear spoiler, which I'm normally used to seeing on the Audi TT, not the fixed. Maybe that was the RS or something. Maybe that was the Audi TT RS. They didn't really show. Here they're showing the single frame grille, the signature single frame grille. Here are the available 12-way power front S Sport seats with 4-way power lumbar adjustments. And I love the way they've got the controls right inside the dials there, or right inside the vents. It's very cool. Very great use of space, I think. Automatic climate control integrated into air vents. There it is. I couldn't say it right. They said it better. There it is. Here you've got the MMI Touch with handwriting recognition technology. We're going to go check out the technology and performance and all that after we look at this gallery. So we'll find out all the features of our 2019 Audi TT Coupe. So don't worry about that. That's the Audi smartphone integration right here. They're showing the Apple CarPlay being shown right here. And they put it right up in the instrument cluster. How fun is that? That's very cool. Here they're showing the available, I knew it was going to be an option, Bang & Olufsen sound system. And here's a nice shot of the whole front end, the driver-centric cockpit, they call it. And then finally here, there's that 3-spoke flat-bottom multifunction sport steering wheel with shift paddles. Where are those shift paddles? I don't really see the shift paddles behind there. At any rate, I'll take their word for it. All right, let's talk technology for the 2019 Audi TT Coupe. Here they're showing that Audi virtual cockpit. Look at where it turns that whole instrument cluster into, look at that. It's just amazing. Audi does this, and I think the new Porsches maybe now do this. Don't quote me on that one. But this says here that the Audi TT Coupe features the standard Audi virtual cockpit. This is a fully digital 12.3-inch information display that customizes information, such as the available MMI navigation, which they're showing that huge navigation down there, so as well as Google Earth imagery, right? And you can get the classic infotainment, sport modes, streamline use. It's really, really very cool. I love that. How could you not enjoy driving a car that gives you that every day? So here, let's learn a little bit more about that MMI Touch on the 2019 Audi TT with the Navigation Plus. It says allows the driver to enter navigation destinations and telephone numbers by simply writing them. It allows easier access to radio presets, map navigation, destinations, and directories, right? So it's more intuitive than the previous system, I suppose. Here's Audi Connect. It's a complimentary 6-month trial subscription, and it integrates with the system and gives you information like Google Earth imagery, which they've already kind of mentioned, weather conditions, traffic information, a Wi-Fi hotspot for your passengers, 4G LTE connectivity. I almost said standard stuff, but it is kind of standard stuff, meaning that every manufacturer has some kind of app or thing or a service like this where you get more and get information, weather conditions, traffic, Wi-Fi, things like that. Still cool, though. Here, they call it the Audi smartphone interface, so you can run your Apple CarPlay or Google Android Auto, and you can access your phone's features like the navigation, your third-party apps, some third-party apps, and this all can be controlled through that MMI scroll interface, right? That MMI is similar to the BMW iDrive or the Mercedes Command. It's similar to that. Here we're talking about the high-end Bang & Olufsen sound system, the optional system that you can put inside your 2019 Audi TT Coupe. I think we're going to need to do that. This is the available system. Gives you 12 fully active speakers. And keep in mind, the cabin's not very big. So you got 12 speakers in here, 600 watts of power. It's going to sound pretty good. This is neat. The Audi phone box. Keep your phone tucked away safely and securely while enjoying enhanced reception. So you can throw your phone in here, and it uses near-field communication to connect to your to the vehicle antenna, and then also offers wireless charging if your phone so has that feature and is equipped. And then we can see right here, there's an aux port right there and a USB port there. And we can also see the push-button start that's right down there as well. Unrelated to the Audi phone box, of course. Here they're going to tell us about the suite of available advanced driver assist technologies that are available for the 2019 Audi TT Coupe. So let's find out about them. Love, love, love that screen. Look at that screen. Wow, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? I think the Audis make the best instrument clusters in the business. This Audi virtual cockpit is the business, man. Anyway, Parking System Plus, right? Uses front and rear acoustic sensors. I got off on that one. Acoustic sensors to help detect when you are close to another object. With the rear view camera, the MMI display provides a rear view of the parking situation, helping increase driver comfort when parking or leaving, especially in tight spaces, and puts it right there. You don't even have to look to the right. That's usually where your infotainment system's off here to the right of your instrument cluster. Now it's right dead in the center there. That's pretty cool. Audi calls it side assist, and I think everybody else calls it blind spot warning, right? So that's what that's doing. So when a vehicle approaches from behind on the side of the vehicle, an LED signal appears in the respective exterior mirror as a warning. So that's your side blind spot. Audi calls it Audi side assist, just to be different. Okay, well, we got through the technology. We learned all about it. So let's talk about design. First thing they wanted to really show us was the gallery. Well, we already checked out all the gallery photos. These gallery photos won't be any different. So let's talk about the S-Line. So that's what it was, that fixed wing. So the S-Line competition package, it's an optional package, and the details include high gloss black accents, new 19-inch wheels, and a fixed rear wing spoiler. There's also available S Sport seats, right, with fine Napa leather and diamond stitching add a track-inspired feel that matches the thrilling performance, right? 2019 Audi TT Coupe. So yeah, you can get the S Sport seats, and you can get that S-Line performance package as well. Speaking of performance, let's talk about the engine for the 2019 Audi TT Coupe. Features a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that makes 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque from 1,750 RPMs all the way up to 4,400 RPM. Thank you, Audi, for me not having to fish out when it's making that torque. It's a nice engine. Does 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. Wow, that's very nice. And it's got a top speed, if it matters, of 130 miles an hour. Here's something called Audi Drive Select, and that gives you 4 modes to choose from. There's a dynamic, comfort, auto, and individual, which will adjust your vehicle's steering feel, the transmission shift times, meaning the shift points, and your throttle response, allowing you to cater the drive to your liking and take advantage of the road, right? So that's really cool. It'll sharpen up your throttle response and all that stuff. I like that. Listen, this is funny. It's a little silly, but the thing is, I did a walk-around review of a 2017 Nissan Sentra, okay? A car that does not compete in the same class as this Audi TT, but it had a sport button as well. Just had one little sport button, and I'm totally serious. When I pressed that little sport button, it sure did sharpen up everything in that little car. I'm going to put a link up to that video. You check out that 2017 Nissan Sentra. It's pretty cool. The 2019 Audi TT Coupe features a dual clutch transmission, which is pretty cool, right? It's a 7-speed S-tronic dual clutch transmission, and this vehicle has quattro all-wheel drive, of course. Not of course, but it does have quattro all-wheel drive. You would say, why of course, or why not? Because it always seems that every Audi has quattro. Not every Audi. I did a build and price of an Audi R8 that didn't have rear all-wheel drive. It was actually a rear-wheel drive coupe. Here they're letting us know that the 2019 Audi TT Coupe has a track-tested McPherson strut front suspension, which will give it a sport-inspired driving feel. And there's also a 4-link rear suspension, which adds balance on the road and the track. Okay, so we got through all the features and everything. We learned about the technology, the design, the performance of our 2019 Audi TT Coupe. We can see, like I said, the starting MSRP is $44,900. We're ready to actually do the build and price. After we take a look at these quick specs, right? We know it's that 2-liter engine, makes 228 horse, 258 pound-feet of torque, does 130 miles an hour. A combined fuel economy is 26 miles to the gallon. It's got a 16-valve dual overhead cam 4-cylinder engine, that is. 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. That transmission is an S-tronic dual clutch transmission, and it's made it to that quattro all-wheel drive system. Let's check some vehicle dimensions really quick of the Audi TT, 2019 Audi TT dimensions. Height, 53.3 inches. Length, 165 inches. Wheelbase, 98.6 inches, right? Without the mirrors, right? Well, without the mirrors, they're talking about the width. We don't need to really worry about that, but width without the mirrors is 72.1 inches. Front headroom, 37.1. Rear headroom, 33.8. Really shaves down a lot, doesn't it? But you can see by the angle of that coupe back there, nobody's going to want to be in that back seat anyway. Front leg room, 41.8 inches. Rear leg room, non-existent at 28.9 inches. Here's some more specific fuel economy numbers. So the fuel economy is 26 miles to the gallon combined, but the 2019 Audi TT Coupe gets 23 miles to the gallon in the city, 31 miles to the gallon on the highway, and it's got a 14.5-gallon fuel tank. Okay, let's do the build and price of our 2019 Audi TT. Let's do it in black. Let's do it in black. Let's do it in that Mythos black, and I like that. Now, we can do it in Mythos black, and we've got our choice of wheels here. We've got these 18-inch 5-spoke. These are the standard wheels. Then we've got these 19-inch 5-arm, and then these other chrome anthracite wheels contained in the S-Line competition package. I know that I want that competition package, so these wheels are $2,200. It's going to go ahead and preemptively make us choose our competition package, and it only comes in 3 colors. So do we want the glacier white, the nano gray, or the Tango Red Metallic? Well, I think I'm going to go with the Nano Gray. We're going to go with the Nano Gray, and we're going to add it to our configuration. And did that work? Doesn't look like it did. Hang on. Okay, it didn't work until I decided to just let it go with the white. It wanted to choose it in the Glacier White, so guess what? We're going to do it in Glacier White, and it is what it is. Do we want the sport seats, the sport front seats? It's going to tell us a little information about them. Let's find out. Do we want those? Does it say anything? The standard sport front seats. Well, probably not, because we got the competition package now, and so, yeah, maybe we want to do the S Sport seats. Well, we already have them. There you go, the S Sport front seats, and they're contained in the S-Line competition package. So great, already covered there on our seats. Now, as far as color for seats, what do we want? Let's find out. So the seats that they're showing right now have Alcantara, and I'm not really a big fan of the Alcantara seats. Not really a big fan of them, but those are the S-Line seats, though. So, yeah, the S-Line competition. So, based on that fact, and we can see that by the embossed S-Line logo there, we'll just leave the seats the way they are. The inlays, I guess you only have one, the aluminum. So there you go. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we got a different package, right? Here it is. I guess it hurts when you choose your wheels first and they don't tell you everything that you get inside the interior till you come down to the bottom, right? So now we know that what? Okay, so it wouldn't let us choose that particular inlay, and I wanted to know why. So I came down here, and I can see that it already has brushed aluminum inlays, and that's why, right? And it has the leather Alcantara Sport seats. So it's got a fixed thing. So when you pop for this package, then you really just kind of set yourself up to be fixed into the S-Line, which, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that because it's gorgeous. Okay, so we already have the S Sport seat package that's bundled into the S-Line competition package. Here, I've already selected the technology package. I mentioned in the beginning of the video of this build and price review that you should probably get the technology package. It's going to come with a lot of stuff that we want. I really want the... It's funny, you got to spend $3,500 to get the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto, but at least they throw in the Bang & Olufsen sound system, and they don't make you have to do something else. Now, here's a funny thing. They said it was 600 watts, I thought, or maybe it was a typo. I thought it said it was 600 watts and not 680 watts when we read the information. Nope, I read it wrong. It said 680. I read it wrong. Okay, so yeah, that's why we selected technology package, so we can get the Bang & Olufsen and have the Apple CarPlay and also the blind spot assist and the Audi Connect online services, and then we get the MMI with that navigation that just looks awesome right there. I mean, that's worth the price admission right there. Okay, and then they're showing us a few other selections here. We can't get these tires because that would remove our competition package, nor these all-season tires or those wheels. And then this is Audi Care. It's like their prepaid maintenance stuff. We don't get into that stuff on the channel. Seems reasonably cheap, but who knows what you're really getting. That's the kind of stuff you work out at the dealer. We don't mess with that stuff. Let's go take a look at the summary. Okay, our Audi TT Coupe started life at $44,900. We added about $6,295 worth of options. So we have a final price out the door, roughly somewhere around $52,190. Now, we're at the end of this build and price. We're all done. If you like the way that I built and priced and spec'd out this 2019 Audi TT Coupe, well, guess what? You can download the build summary right in the description below. I'm going to put it there now. Other than that, I'm going to wrap this video up. I like the Audi TT. Always have. Can't believe it's taken me this long to finally get around to taking a look at this vehicle. All right, so if you're still here, thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a nice day, and I'll see you on the very next video.